Hi, I'm Herb Reichert. I live on Hart Street, and we're standing in the Hart garden, and we're about to hook up the hose so we can fill the tanks and sprinkle the yard. In the previous years, the most brilliant thing anyone ever did in this garden was to hang this up here and then spray around it so that everyone walks in. It's like a sign. This is the wrench for the fire hydrant. And it's the first time you could ever find it because people just threw it around the room. But now it's beautiful. If our goal is to fill the tanks, which are full because it rained like crazy last night, is to connect it to here. And this is the part that's tricky because it's not intuitive. But you basically have to turn this little collet counterclockwise onto the hose. And you don't have to tighten it more than just finger tight. The other end of the hose has these splash pads, and this is what goes on the fire hydrant. The first thing to do is pull the hose with the brass end across the road.
You have to cover the hose with this cable cross to stop cars puncturing the hose. So get a friend to help you lay it over the hose.
Put 2 cones on each side of the cable cross so cars can't avoid it, which would crush the hose.
Okay, the first thing you have to do is remove this cap. And this, you use the wrench for that, and you remove it counterclockwise. And if you're wearing, bare feet, you want to make sure you don't drop it. I actually just set it here.
Disconnect the hose from the brass flange by pulling up on the quick release sleeve. Screw the brass flange onto the hydrant, being very careful that you do not cross thread it. Once you're sure that it's not cross threaded and you have it finger tight, you can then use the wrench to tighten it a little. There's no need to really wail on it. Reattach the hose by sliding the quick release sleeve up, and then it will click back in place. Open the hydrant by turning the wrench clockwise. When you are done, close the hydrant by turning the wrench counterclockwise. Once again, you do not have to push it so that it is super tight. Remove the hose from the brass flange using the quick release. And then unscrew the flange from the hydrant by using the wrench counterclockwise. Replace the hydrant cap, being careful to not cross thread it. Once again, you do not have to do it too tight.
This is where the cable cross and cones go, and then we're going to walk the hose. Brass flange goes first, all the way to the back of the garden, so it's in a straight line. We're going to walk past the compost. This is where we leave it in a nice straight line. To remove the hose, I'm going to hold the hose and then turn the coupling clockwise. That's it. After you're done with the hose, always put it back in the shed.